25-yard line.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run with Ajayi. Ajayi a first down and more. Ajayi's gonna go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, 73 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground is usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Here we go, 46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nigel Bradham not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Shakes up under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chris Long in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
We're going 47, 47, 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start out on the ground with a giant. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Ajayi. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. From midfield, here's Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Breeding 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
Shorty. Go.
This is Ajayi. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving.
Let's find two. Dragon.
Now it's Ajayi. Ajayi 1st down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Prescott now on 2nd down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. The first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
He got 29 yards that time.
Hugo, 46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Staying on his feet, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Timmy Jernigan getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. 2nd down, Prescott. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gun.
Here's Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Brandon Graham in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's a handoff to a Giant to begin the drive. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Shorty. Trey 15.
Now Wentz on third down. Going up top. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Chidobe with a pick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, but some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Prescott from the gun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the upcoming Super Bowl, so many storylines, but one that obviously grabs you. Sean McVay just turned 33 January 24th. Youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. Double that age for Bill Belichick, who's 66. And, Charles, that's the largest gap between coaches in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, and when you think about it, obviously the age comes into play. But to me, it's more the experience. The number of times that the Patriots have gone to the Super Bowl with Belichick leading them versus Sean McVay's first time in the Super Bowl leading the Rams. Will that game experience come into play at all? But I do like this about Sean McVay. Raised in the game, raised up through the NFL system, no matter how young he might be. Remember, his grandfather was a head coach and a GM in the league. He gets it. He understands. I highly expect the moment to be just fine for him and not too big.
Dancing to his left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Swing to the field, right. To the right.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Prescott now from the 50. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Great. There we go. Back. 120. Liz.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Again, it's Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down, Prescott. Being chased out left. Dances by him. Finding some room at midfield. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Prescott on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jordan Hicks coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, 38 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. To get it done.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Look at the spin. And now the rookie's free. The 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Boston Scott officially with a return of 108 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
Black. Here we go. Waiting. Lion. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Wentz gonna throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Looking to throw. Prescott. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Chris Long in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon.
47, 26.
To throw is Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. third and short yardage. Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And they'll go with the ground attack here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
On third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Now they try the right side here. So spinning away. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back now in Arlington. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They run for it with Ajayi. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on the attack. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football, football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
81.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And an alley to run. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So after the run by Jay Ajayi, here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Right back to him on first down. And a shake and bake by Ajayi. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Back. Waiting.
And they'll run it here. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Empty.
Back to throw. Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.